Nothing has gone well for Parker Schnabel in Law's Gold Rush Season 15, despite his $15 million investment. With just 364 mines in 7 weeks, Parker and his team confront an uphill struggle that could lead them deep into financial trouble. This is in stark contrast to the 10,000 ounces of gold that the ambitious miner, Parker Schnabel, had hoped to extract from his expensive Dominion Creek claim. Usually, Parker Schnabel runs efficient operations that produce huge gold hauls. But this season, Dominion Creek has proved more difficult than anticipated, despite his reputation as a miner who remains ahead of the game while his rivals struggle. Ground conditions have been uncooperative, leading to shockingly low gold totals. Technical issues have compounded his woes, as equipment breakdowns have drained resources and crew morale appears to be declining. As a result of these setbacks, Parker finds himself in an unusual position. Rather than thriving on efficiency and production, he is fighting for survival. Parker's patience and adaptability have been put to the test this season. In an attempt to turn things around, he made a daring move. Instead of cutting losses, he doubled down and invested even more money into the struggling site. He introduced a third wash plant named Bob, hoping that running 3 plants simultaneously would put him back on track for his ambitious 10,000 goal. However, with the season slipping away, even that might not be enough. In the December 27th special episode, Gold Rush begins. Despite Parker's best efforts, the gold still isn't coming in quickly enough to justify the increasing expenditures. In a last-ditch effort to turn his luck around, he made another huge investment, this time spending $540,000 on new water pumps to improve efficiency and eliminate bottlenecks at Minion Creek. Parker made yet another astronomical acquisition. Accompanied by his closest crew members, Tyson Lee, Mitch Blash, and Chris Doit, he revealed that he had invested $2.5 million in adjacent claims at Gold Run and Sulphur Creek. After recognizing that Dominion Creek may not be sufficient to achieve his goals, Parker is reportedly seeking for additional territory to mine via this dangerous expansion. If the new claims work, Parker's decision to spend more money instead of cutting back could be the game changer for his season. On the other hand, if they fail, he could end up even worse off financially, with no way to recover from his string of costly mistakes. In sharp contrast to his triumph in Gold Rush Season 14, Parker Strug is having a tough time this season. He had spent a staggering $15 million for Dominion Creek, a huge but ultimately lucrative investment. The site, which was really owned by Goldridge, and in only 6 months, his operation found 7,381 ounces of gold, yielding nearly the same amount that he had spent on the land. At the time, it appeared as though Parker had made a tidy profit. The correct choice, with some estimates indicating that Dominion Creek could still contain up to $160 million in gold. This daring investment had established Parker as one of the most prosperous miners of the Gold Rush era. However, this season presents a drastically different picture. The land that had once brought Parker fortune is now failing to produce, and many fans are beginning to question whether his previous success was due to skill or luck. Lee Tyson, a seasoned member of Parker's crew, has been working relentlessly to keep equipment running, but constant breakdowns have only made things worse. Mitch Blash, another important figure, has been visibly worried about the low yields. Chris Doit, a veteran of Parker's crew, is also feeling the strain as the gold totals continue to disappoint. One of Parker's more recent hires has voiced uncertainty about the team's ability to recover in time. The success of any gold mining operation hinges on the morale of the workers. If Parker fails to instill confidence in his employees, the season may quickly spin out of control. And that's saying something considering that we're only halfway into the season. Parker Schnabel is facing a critical juncture. Will his dogged investments bear fruit, or will Dominion Creek be his greatest professional failure? He has shown some optimism by purchasing more claims, but time is running out, and the pressure is growing with each passing week. If he is unable to extract a substantial amount of gold from his new claims, he will face a Parker Schnabel did not back down from a fight in season 15 of the Gold Rush. There is an unprecedented level of pressure. Could he hit it big again? Or is this going to be the season that demonstrates even the greatest? Fans will be keeping a careful eye on the gold mining season as it approaches its end to see whether any miners manage to dig themselves into an unsalvageable hole. Parker's season 14 numbers show that he has 7,381 ounces of gold, which was valued at nearly $15 million, covering his claim's initial cost. However, he is severely behind schedule, and if he fails to meet his 10,000-ounce goal, the return on investment could plummet. Additional expenses, including equipment crew wages, could add to his losses. The question is, will Parker's $15 million investment pay off? Power and upkeep incurred much higher running expenses despite these obstacles. The added expense of the new claim purchases is making things much worse financially. Parker may not make as much money as he had hoped, but his claim might be worth a fortune in the long run due to the estimated $160 million worth of gold that is contained in Dominion Creek. Even though season 15 has not gone according to plan, Parker Schnabel is in a high-risk, high-reward situation. He may still have time to turn things around before the season ends if he can take advantage of his new claims and overcome the challenges at Dominion Creek. The pressure is on, though, with mounting costs and disappointing gold totals. Parker Schnabel has spent $15 million to take a loss, or can he turn his luck around? The season is unfolding, and Parker's decision-making in the next weeks will decide whether it becomes a financial catastrophe or another monument to his perseverance as a youngster. Viewers will be glued to the screen to see the outcome of this risky move.